Hello, my name is Leigh-Ann, and I am the creator of the train method, also your teacher in this online class, Momentum Makers.
Hello? Yeah, I'm in the bottom left corner.
Also, I'm wearing a muumuu. This is class 1's private page within my website. You can scroll vertically. Here's a little time saver for this website. If you click this gray button, it will hop you to the top of the class page. And you can click on any of the images in our class to expand them. Hey guys! Just a refresher on how to read a train. The top line is your main line with the engine and caboose, train cars in between. The post-its below each train car are the cargo for that stage. A. Intro. Today we're going to cover intro, line of travel, timeline trains, and learning train as week 1. I asked our class what would feel good in terms of getting organized. Some of my favorite responses included having a clear path for each of my streams of work and a way to update it easily and see clearly what's next in each area without having to see everything and getting overwhelmed. Finding an organizational system that works best for me. Another said if I could have one spot for everything and that I could tackle the way I want to. Faux fur would feel nice. Knowing my schedule and keeping up to date with it. And there's more. This is our big little community of momentum makers. You all make me so happy. When we tried to do the class introductions, the sound wasn't working for me, so we're going to try it again in class 2. For now, though, I'm going to introduce myself with my About Me train. My pronouns are she, her. I like to believe Transcona is its own city, but the bigger city is Winnipeg, Manitoba, Treaty 1. My personal style, I love red. I'm a business designer. My goals right now are to teach momentum makers quit vaping and clean my basement. Something I can build or make. Now I asked this question because whatever you can build or make, we're going to use as a train idea in the next class. What makes me a wild card? Hang out and you'll find out. Something you love about yourself. My handwriting. My fave place on earth is anywhere in the water. My hobbies are crafts, dancing, my community, collecting, thrifting. My values are community, celebration, authenticity, amplification, and curiosity. Introduce something or someone you love. Well, I'm really excited to introduce you to the train method, my boyfriend. What's your purpose in life? To live out loud. In the live class, I told a story that took at least 20 minutes and it wasn't as focused on the train method, so I re-recorded it and did it in 7 minutes. You can watch that by going to the same class page you're on and hitting play right here. Below the video, you'll notice that I share journey photos, and if you click that, the password is journey. I'm going to click it now. The same video is at the top of the page so you can watch or listen as you scroll. Using a deck of cards to label trains. Every deck of cards has 2 jokers and 4 sets of suits. I want you to pull out all of the spades plus your 2 jokers. This is what you should be holding in your hands. A joker, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, and another joker. Now you've got a short deck and it's a train. Your first joker is the engine, your second joker is the caboose, and all of the other spades are the train cars in between, starting with ace as train car 1, all the way to king as train car 13. You can see my abbreviation for each train car on the yellow circles. A joker is a lowercase j, the capital J is jack, queen, capital Q, and capital K for king. My last joker is the caboose, and it's a lowercase j. How I format my dates. J27 2025 equals January 27 2025. J January, F February, M March, A April, MY May, JN June, JL July, AU August, S September, O October, N November, D December. First, I list the first letters of the month. For months like January, June, July, I make the first month only one letter. That would be January J. And the following months take the first two unique letters. June is JN and July is JL. Personally, I don't add zeros in front of signal digits. It's up to you, but choose one way or the other and then be consistent. Third, I follow that by the 4 digits of the year. For a date like January 27th, 2025, I would write J27, 2025. Now I want you to practice writing the date by writing your birthday in this format. 2. Line of travel. This is how to route a number of tasks to be the most enjoyable and efficient for you. As I shared in my story, my Uncle Wayne is a postman and he shared about the line of travel. This is an organization tool that postmen use so that they can make the most efficient and effective route for their letter carrying, reducing the amount of extra walking they need to do. Now we'll take a look at some line of travel examples. First, a simple one. In this line of travel, you see the red engine with the title and date and the caboose with the result, a good Sunday. In between are 5 tasks that I put in order strategically so they were the most enjoyable or the most organized for what my day looked like. This is a train I use when I meet with clients for my free 2-hour voucher. I like to have an outline for the meeting so that we know what we're going to accomplish and we stay on track. The title is Free 2-Hour Meeting Outline, and the result is that they get a 2-hour free session. In between, we do a train tour. I ask if they have an idea or goal. We go through a short 5-step training. We get to know each other, and I start to make a train about the person. I organize one project or idea. Then we discuss steps to move forward and my rate, and I ask if they might want to give a testimonial. In this train, we were doing a project to clean out my uncle's room so we could paint and organize it. I made every single task that we needed to do in order to clean the room and put them in a train so that the team could each pick tasks, work on them themselves, and then cross them off once complete. This was the real train we used that day. Yeah. In this B&B welcome guide train, I outlined a guide for my work at the website company to include a welcome, meet the team, a phase for organization, strategy sessions, copywriting, onboarding, etc. This is a guide that really worked out, and I expanded it into a full train. The train cars included items like a welcome, meet the team, organization phase, strategy sessions, and more. This line of travel ended up being a very good outline, so I expanded the welcome guide into a full sequence train. This is what we're going to take a look at next week. This is a class project I meant for us to do in class 1, but we missed it. So we're going to take a look at it in class 2. However, if you want to watch the video ahead, you can go to class 1's page and hit play. 3. Timeline trains, formerly calendar trains. This is how to track tasks tied to dates, weekly overviews, and monthly planning. This is a timeline track, and it's just a train track turned horizontally. So I'm going to show you what I mean. You're used to seeing vertical train tracks, but when you use the train track template, turn it horizontally, and add labels for your week, it's the same as a calendar train track. The timeline track is essentially line of travel multiple times. On the left side, you see yellow time frames, and that is my work window. This is a work calendar specifically, and the line of travel for each day shows what I accomplished. When I wasn't able to finish something, I simply picked up the Post-it and moved it to a new time slot so that I could work on it in the future. Here's a more recent timeline track that I built, and it was for a full week. I was midweek when I took this picture, but at the end of each day, I enjoyed writing a Post-it of how it felt. Depending on your style, you might prefer to use the original train track and do a vertical train, and that's no problems. This is a train I built in 2022, and it's completely different than the others because I was actually tracking what I was doing when I was trying to see what I was accomplishing in a day and how long it took. And so I put my title, then I put the time and what I did next, and then I started to include the time in the coupler section, which is that gap between the train cars. That's the connection that powers each train car. At the end of the day, I noticed I had really accomplished a lot and there was a lot to my day, and that felt good to see it in writing as a train. Lastly, this is a little game I created recently. If I finish all 4 of these, which is something for my house, calling my niece Kennedy, finding a new therapist, and going swimming, I get a date for myself at the hair salon. which I really need. So along the left side are all the rewards, and the horizontal row is the tasks associated with that reward. It's kind of like bingo where you're going to attack them randomly, but eventually you get a full row. You can target your energy so that you can get a row faster, or you can work randomly and just enjoy the rewards as they come. This is one of the ways I gamify the train method by kind of playing with my to-dos. I like to play games with my tasks and give myself rewards when I get them done. How to get rolling. In this picture you see I have post-its on the screen. I had done this at the end of a work night and woke up to these post-its as my to-dos, and it was a really easy way to get started. So do your future self a favor and leave the next steps out where you'll see them. Leave yourself a reminder of where you left off. My little white arrow magnet helps me pick back up immediately, and it's a great reminder for what I've already accomplished so far. Stack your line of travel post-its so that you only see the top current note and earn a merit milestone for each post-it you finish. Merit milestones are a game that we'll learn in class 2. Stack your line of travel so that only you see the top current note and earn a merit milestone for each post-it you complete. Merit milestones are a game I play, and we'll talk about that in class 2. Put your line of travel where you'll see it, or keep it movable so that you can take it with you where you're working for the day. When you finish a line of travel, consider saving your success. I like to stack the completed post-its, then staple them together and save them in this red bowl. 4. Learning TRAIN. In this section, we're going to recap the train method, and I have videos that will help exemplify what we are doing. Rather than going over the Learn Train Method guide, I'd like to just use this synopsis to keep it simple and short. This is what I really want you to remember. If it doesn't make sense and you want to dig deeper, read the guide, but we're going to stick with this as our outline from here on out. Target, record, assemble, iterate, and navigate. The train method uses a 5-step system to create step-by-step action plans. Momentum makes milestones. T, target. Set your destination and result. Write your train's title on a post-it note, then write your desired outcome on another post-it. The title is your engine and the desired result is your caboose. R, record. Begin recording details. Follow your mental maze to trainstorm all of the details that relate to your target. Record each step on its own post-it. You can go in any order as you trainstorm. A, assemble. Lay out your train. Put your train cars and cargo in order of occurrence, then stick the train cars on your main line with the cargo below its respective train car in descending order. I, iterate. Add and expand on your steps. Discover the missing connections by asking, what is the through line that you can draw between these pieces? Are there more steps? Find the blanks and fill them in. N, navigate. Actively using your train. Now that you have a train, you have the stages and steps to take action and make momentum. Tackle your post-its in little pieces rather than seeing it as one big to-do. Target, record, assemble, iterate, and navigate. As I shared earlier, now you can learn the train method online with video. These are all separate videos. This is the secret page on my website where I'd like you to go and watch the videos for the train method. Here we are at Learn the Train Method. There's an intro and some information. What I want you to really look at are the videos. For those who don't like to read, I made video. So I want you to scroll down and then you're going to find a section for each of the letters. There's a video and example for each section, and this is exactly what your guide says, so you do not have to read it again. We've got a target video, a record video, an assemble video, an iterate video, and there's a navigate video. If you're still wondering how the train method will work for you, scroll down and there's lots of ideas for how I use the train method and recommend it for my clients. 5, questions and assistance. It's time to ask questions, share excitement, and get help. Since you're watching a video, you can email me anytime if you'd like to ask questions, share excitement, or get help. My email is thetrainmethod@gmail.com. You have 3 pieces of homework this week. Watch all of the Learning Train videos in my website. Tackle your spades line of travel, and if you haven't already, build a simple train track either with if you haven't already, make a simple train track and a large train track using markers or the train track template that I included with your homework. I end each class with a train photo, and this is one from my favorite spot in Winnipeg, the Arlington Train Yard. I like to throw rocks. I like to honk the horn or throw a rock to wake up the birds, and they fly in this murmuration style. We have completed week 1.